Hello and welcome to Sorare Assist, assisting you in your Sorare journey. In this video today we're going to carry on our series of Asian players, top 5 players in each position. This week we're going to be looking at the midfielders, top 5 midfielders for Sorare. Last week and the week before we did defenders and goalkeepers, and this week, like I said, we're going to concentrate on the midfielders. Okay, let's get straight stuck into the video. If you've not signed up to Sorare yet, there is a link in the description below if you did want to do that and get 10 free common cards as well. Okay then, so there is some news as well actually since the last video that I've recorded. The K-League is actually starting on the 27th of February and the J-League is starting on the 26th of February. So put that in your diaries, not too long away now. So we are concentrating on the midfielders this week, and next week we'll finish off with the forwards for the Asian divisions there. So then that'll give you some options to look at before the start of the season at the end of this month. Okay, so let's have a look at the first player then. So the first player that we've got on the list here is Kenta Nishizawa. Okay, so he's a midfielder for Shinzu S-Pulse, and this is in the J-League. He's only 24. As you can see, his scores are pretty impressive. This is only the last five games, obviously from last season, but he has got 78 there, 52, which isn't too bad. But if you do look at his previous scores as well, he is capable of getting those high numbers, which is what you need to obviously get the tournament wins and prizes. Let's have a look at some of his cards, just to look at the recent sales to see what sort of price we're looking at for this guy. There is one on the secondary market there, but we do know that in the secondary market prices are generally higher. So 2 months ago, 12 quid, 7 quid. So we'll look at some more recent ones. Like I said, 20 quid mark, something like that. But as you can see, the price has ramped up recently. £40, £40, £50. So it's not that bad really, not that bad a price for a midfielder in the current market. The prices are quite high. But he's on the cheaper range in terms of the midfielders that you can buy for the J-League. Like I say, he's only 24 as well, which is a bonus. And he plays for Shinzu S-Pulse. So there's one to get on your favourites list there. Let's have a look at the next guy. So the next guy is a bit of a legend really in the J-League. And it's Akira Iniga. It's a bit of a hard name to pronounce. I'm sure I've got that wrong there. But he is a fantastic player. He is 34, but he has got a contract until the end of next season, I believe. Plays for Kawasaki Fontaine, again, which is in the J-League. And as you can see, his scores are brilliant. This is just the last 5 games. We've got 58, 58, 87 and 100, which is obviously the max score there. If you do look at his other previous scores as well, do a bit of research, you can see that he is hitting those high numbers frequently. Like I say, he's got another full season with him, and I'm guessing he'll probably have another season after that as well. So let's have a look at his cards then. Because he's a bit older, he's a bit cheaper, but he is going to get you those tournament wins. He's one of the best midfielders on the platform. There's a couple of expensive options on the market there. 356, which is extortionate really. But if we look at some of the last few days, 70 quid someone snapped him up for, which is decent. Let's have a look what else we've got. A month ago someone got him for 20 quid. That was at the end of the season, of course, or when it was no games in the J-League. 50 quid here, that's a bargain. 50 quid for a top, we're talking about a top player here. He's probably the best midfielder in the J-League, okay, or in the Asian leagues in fact. He's one of the best midfielders, so that is something to bear in mind when you're seeing these prices. 50 quid is cheap in the current market for a top player, okay. So yeah, there's some good deals there. There's one there myself. This is me. I got him 5 days ago on a transfer. Can't remember how much I bought him for, but potentially around the £50 mark, as these guys picked him up for here as well. I'm very pleased to have him in my collection. Okay, the next guy we're looking at is from the K-League, and he plays for Ulsan Hyundai Harang, and it's Yoon Bitgaram. He plays, as you can see, he's a midfielder. He's only 30, which isn't that old really. You can see he's got 92 here, a 50. But if you do look at his previous scores as well, he is capable of hitting those high scores numbers as demonstrated here. Just look at his cards, see what sort of prices we're looking at. I've not looked at the prices before this video. I've looked at the average prices of all these players, of course, to make sure that they're in the cheaper bracket. 20 days ago, someone got him for 30 quid. Let's have a look. 19 hours ago, £44. 22 quid 21 days ago. So you're probably looking at around £30 for a quality midfielder there. And like I say, he's only just 10-30, so he's not that old really. And that is an option in the K-League. Next player we're going to look at is Osmar. He's a Spanish guy, but he's playing in the K-League currently for FC Seoul. And as you can see from his scores, he's got a 56 there, 52, which is okay, a 71 and a 68. So that's just lasted in the last 5 games. He's 32, but that is young. Obviously in the K-League, sorry, he can play a bit longer than in the obviously the top divisions. So he has got some good scores there. Again, look at his previous scores on other sites that you can get that information, and you'll find that he's consistently hitting the high numbers. So if we just look at some recent sales to see what sort of prices we're looking at. 19 days ago, 34 quid. Absolute bargain. £34, that is brilliant. 20 days ago, 20 quid. 30 quid, sorry. 2 days ago, 47. 6 days ago, 30. So you're looking for the £30 mark here, really. £30 for a quality midfielder who's only 32 is absolutely brilliant. He's only just recently turned 32 as well by the looks of things. He can score high numbers, and put him into the Asian division, you've got one of the best midfielders on the platform there for the Asian tournaments. Okay, the final player we've got is another guy from the K-League. It's Kim Do-hyuk, and he plays for Ichin United. Okay, only 29. As you can see, he's got a 73 and a 100 score there. That's just in the last 5 games. So he has done fantastic. I think he has picked up his form towards the end of last season. That's probably why not a lot of people bought him, because they didn't notice that his form was picked up. But I expect that form to continue in the new season. He is only 29 as well, which is a nice young age. And if we just look at the recent purchases, see what sort of price we're looking at. £21, £40 someone got him for 9 days ago. He's obviously noticed that there was a bit of talent there. Let's have a look. So there's only a couple of options there, but you're looking again at around the 22, let's have a look. Yeah, 20 to 30 price bracket, I would say. But that is another quality midfielder for your Asian collection there. So that's 5 players to look at and research, potential buys for yourselves, all relatively cheap. So you could get 3 quality midfielders there for around £90, something like that. But obviously you wouldn't really need 3. It depends how much you how many options you want to have in the midfield area for the Asian division. In theory, you only need 2 really, just to get a team together of 5. So you could have 1 as the extra if needed, if they've got a good fixture, and you could have 1 in the obviously main midfield position there in your 5-a-side team. Okay, well, I hope you found this video useful. Like I say, there are 5 top players there, and they are all cheap prices. Okay, compared to the top players, and there was only really two or three players that were considered that in the same, well, similar bracket to these guys, really, maybe slightly better, but there was a lot more. You're probably talking double, triple the money that you can pay for these guys. Okay, so it is important to get your value for money as well when you are buying these players. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Hope you found it useful. Next week we are going to finish off the Asian series there, and we're going to be looking at the forwards in the Asian divisions. Okay, like I say, the Asian leagues do start on the 26th for the K League and the 26th for the J League and the 27th for the K League. So make sure you put that in your diaries. I'm looking forward to it kicking off again. I've got my teams ready and prepared already. Like you saw, I've already bought one of the cards on here, but I am looking out for the other cards as well on auction. Okay, thanks for watching today. Hopefully I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.